Hello, hello. Server upkeep version 241.1. Ooh, why is it 0.1 there? Patch notes will be available soon. Well, they are. They sure are. Looks like we also missed something about NVIDIA GeForce. Was that breaking down again? Due to additional reports about connectivity issues with NVIDIA GeForce Now service, and we're working closely with NVIDIA to resolve these issues. So this has been going on for a bit, right? Like they fix it, comes back, fix it again, comes back. I guess GeForce Now as a product for MapleStory hasn't been running that long yet, so it might still be early growing pains. How long has this existed? Like a year now? Did we jump from 240 to 241.1 instantly? It's possible that they put some of the stuff that Korea implemented a little bit later than their original build in the, in this version of the game. That's possible. So that might be what it is. I mean, I think for us it would still be build 241, but yeah, I don't know if it really matters for us. But yeah, you could read into it a little bit, I guess. Cash up update. What is crack-a-lackin' over here? Catch up on updates starting after the maintenance. Catch up upon update may take around 10 minutes before or after the scheduled rotation at 8:30 p.m. CEST. Please refrain from using your gadget upon ticket during this time to ensure you receive items from the new rotation. Ha! They think they're going to be done early. That's so cute. But yeah, as a heads up, I guess. Tickets give you a number of items, including chairs, mounts, damage skins, and other items. There are also unique items you can only get depending on if you're in Reboot World or non-Reboot. Look below to see. Notice how they know everyone calls it non-Reboot, but they don't want to say non-Reboot because it just sounds like you're defining something by what it's not. Look below to see some of the items available at the Gachapon tickets. Yellow Roberts right here. New chairs. Illusion Photo Darkroom. Ooh. Festival in a Bottle Chair. Okay. So Cozy Chair. It's so cozy. We got Yeti and Pink Bean there. New mounts. Spacesuit mount. Oh. You know what actually looks cool about this? Is that you seem to somewhat have body proportions rather than your arm being like this long. But now your legs are really short. So. New damage skin. Monster hat damage skin. Okay, interesting. Crits is gonna have your eyes closed, I guess. New home furniture. Oh, that's a lot. Elegant wall lamp. Rocking chair. Ooh, wedding cake. Cupid statue. Oh, he's got a bow and a heart. They try to put as much detail in it here as possible. Romantic dining table. Doesn't look like romantic to me, but romantic floral pillar. Oh, maybe because of the romantic, quote unquote, more like the architectural style rather than romantic stuff. And then royal style coupons. We've got the formal elfie hair new. Is that this? Dude, I am so out of touch with like hairs and NX and stuff that you could tell me that any of these hairstyles are new and I would believe you. I think I've seen this one before, but I'm not sure. Chumpaka hair, subtle haystack hairdo, two-tone ponytail hair, and wanderer boy hair. Female hairstyles of the Elfine ponytail. Okay. Then we have new faces, Y face. The did you just pee in the peanut butter jar face and be like, maybe? The confused look. It's not confused. You have lips for eyes. So what is the Gachapon and remote Gachapon? What do we have in here? Timeroid for non-reboot. Oh, it's for non-reboot. Permanent hearts. Titanium heart, that's a nice item. 0.01%. Oh yeah, 1 in 10,000 tickets. Let's go. These things might be good. Lightning God ring. Oh yeah, 0.09%. Okay. Oh my god, more than 1% chance. Legendary maple leaf. Dominator pendant, 0.08%. 100% 15 star enhancement for level 150, 0.08%. 100% 17 star for level 0.03%. Nice. Magic scroll. Wait, was there a... Oh no. Magnificent Will, 0.08%. And a Magnificent Crimson Queen at 0.08%. Nice. Reboot. Higher on everything because there's a whole bunch of stuff that's not in there. Meadroid, Hardworking Rabbit's Chair. So if you're interested in Gachapon, make sure you check these rates and see this kind of stuff. 20 slot herb bag. These things, you know, these things that you can just buy from Mesos. Metamorph potions. Well, coming soon. Oh, these are for the 3rd. Oh, okay, here we go. How different is it? Is it just different rotations for chairs? Is that mainly it? And the things that we just read? Oh, they changed the rates a little bit from 0.08 to 0.07. Trait boost potion. Pog. Magnificent Venom Soul 0.15. Yo, double the chances of Magnificent Souls. Although your Magnificent Will is a little bit lower. But double the chance for Queen and Val. Okay. And then what else do we have? Check out the female hairstyles available now. And the male hairstyles available now. See anything you like? Check it out. Don't like it? Don't check it out. C'est vous le chef. This hair looks a little bit weird. Like it's... These other hairs give like a certain level of dimension to the head itself, but this like takes it away. This one looks interesting. Or not interesting. A few more hours until maintenance is over, so what happens after the maintenance is over? You don't know. That's what it means. 5, 10, 15 versus Shining. I think it would depend on what your project is. If you're working your way up to like 19 stars on stuff, you can probably just use a 5, 10, 15 and be fine. If you're using the money to invest into bossing mules to get them stronger so you can do more bossing, so you can increase your gains so that by the time Shining comes around you can have more money, then spend your money, of course. But if you're trying to do project like up to 20 stars and above, I'd be inclined to tell people to just wait for Shining, because we're six weeks out, which still seems like a long time, but it'll fly by in no time. And or 6, 7, 8 weeks, whatever, however long it is exactly, of course. But I would probably advise you to wait if you're going into 20 stars and beyond territory. Only time you use Gachapon is for a chance at invisible damage skin. That is probably one of the coolest things to get in there. These are some interesting faces. Yeah. Okay, and then this is all new. Okay, Peekaboo, blue, and pink permanent outfit packages. Oh, a whole bunch of music going on, I guess. 12.9k NX set. Hotel Maple Party Hat Box. Revisit the fun at the Hotel Maple with the below celebratory headgear. You'll receive one of the following hats. 1.7k. Oh, it's a 90 day though. Wait, is the box in 90 days? And is the hat permanent? Oh, yeah, the hats are permanent. Okay. For 1.7k NX, these aren't too bad. For permanent hat, these could work their way into outfits, I think. This one maybe, this one temporarily. Honestly, should we normalize that people wear one of these? That people wear this thing when it's their birthday, so that, and then you just congratulate if you see people with it on, and then you call people out if they wear it the whole time. In a bit, Holson Thomas. Yeah, just doing the pre-stuff first. 14th Street Picnic Box. More, dude, that's all. Is this like one of the biggest cash shop reworks? Picnic Balloons. Picnic Time. Picnic Snapback Hat. Oh, I remember these. I remember these from the patch notes in Korea. Damn. The hairpin. Yeah, all the food on your hair. I remember. Anniversary equipment covers. What do we have here? 17th anniversary fireworks cape. That is a lot. For a cape. Holy. 1K NX and permanent. Oh, that's gonna be covering a lot of stuff. Happy anniversary cape, 1K NX permanent. 5th anniversary confetti, 100 NX. Permanent, but will be consumed once used to provide the atmospheric effect. The cone hat. The cone hat. This is 3K NX. This is 1K NX. Okay. Party wand for 4K NX. Glasses and oh no, this is 3. Wait. No, huh? Party hat? Oh, this party hat. Oh, this guy is showing off the glasses. Okay. Yeah, at least it's permanent, yeah. That's when I usually buy any NX if I do, when it's this kind of sale stuff, because then at least you know it's permanent, so you're getting good value. Throwing weapon skins. These start at May 8th. Okay, so these are not available yet, but this is going to be probably a pretty big sale. 2.5K for everything? Well, not for everything, but for each? Look at those. So, some of these are just 5K and they go to 2.5. Some of these are 9.2 and they go down to 2.5. 9.6 even. 9.8. Permanent and only 2.5. So if you're maining Nightwalker or Nightlord and you want to throw some cool shit, or you want to buy 2 different or 3 even, it's going to be cheaper than some styles are individually right now. We've got Beyblades. We've got bomb baseballs. You know, paper planes. You've got bats as opposed to the actual bats that you throw, I guess. And even more. Oh my god. Meow permanent outfit packages. You think that KMS has a lot of stuff in Cash Shop whenever they have an update? Think again. That's a lot of stuff. Permanent outfit packages. These are all May 8th though, so these are not. Bear outfit for 4K. Just a hat and a cape. Well, for 4K is not too bad. Discounted character name change coupons on May 9th. Wow, 10K NX only instead of 15. And then ongoing sales until May 24th. Wow. That's oh yeah, and then the tickets, yeah, this is like based on how many tickets you get. Wonderberry. Wonderberry's over. Sales ending this week. Okay. Wonderberry's ending. These coupons ending. Catch up on rotation changing, of course. Edamame. Wait, there was an edamame chair. What a weird chair. Throwing stars give a nostalgic feeling. Yeah, some of them do for sure. This stuff is all going out of rotation. Cool! We looked at Gachapon. Alright. Close, 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 close. Now the actual patch notes. Booyah! Let's see. It says 241 here, but will it be 241.1? I don't know. Happy 18th birthday MapleStory for GMS. Gotta watch Rith and Ellie grow with a Momentree in celebration of MapleStory's anniversary. Don't worry, don't forget the cake and prize is good. Follow the growth of Rith and Ellie with the use of the growth journal. Help fight off invasive moles in a Punch King event. Participate in thrilling ghost hunts for EXP rewards and spend all those memory tokens at the memory token shop for all sorts of special rewards. Grab your party hats because we're kicking this birthday bash off strong. Wait, was this verbatim from the preview? I feel like I've read that before. Table of contents. Oh, Jesus. That's a big event update. Okay, let me insert 5 columns to the right, at least. We are now in the May 3rd, which means that this one is Hydro. And I believe that one says it's open until the start. Hello? The start of the patch, yeah, which means that these are now hide as well. And this one is also hide. There we go. Boom, boom. Unhide a rose. So that should all be until June 13th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 Wochen. Oh, that's a little too thin. Something like that. Saver patch, yay! Maple 18th anniversary. Truge. Where's the color filler? Oh, here. Boom, there we go. And then we do a nice little line, usually here, a little separator line. Maybe a little thicker. There we go. Okie dokie. Other new events. Cash transfer event. Oh. Announce. Spell receiver time. Sunny Sundays. And active guild removal. They did announce that. Okay. Big start. Maple Momentree. Until June 13th. Yes, sir. 11:59 p.m. with confirming the 14th to be Savior patch. We're having 101 and above. Okay, like as we were talking about as well. So it'll be very easy for new players to participate in. Jetteroni, macaroni, fast spaghetti. Start and complete Maple Momentree tree that doesn't grow. Blah, blah, blah. Participating, you can collect memory tokens. You can acquire up to 300 tokens per day per character, I assume. So this is just the number 18. Is that? Oh, we go by numbers now here. Okay. Should I do something like this, where I do like Maple Momentree? Insert link, bam, apply. We'll see how many events we have that fall under that. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then the shops. Oh yeah. Usually we do shops. How many shops is it? 3? Event shops. Or we could do it like this. Okay, that doesn't save. Okay, let's do the event shops here. Should probably start with the shops so we can see what we even want to get, right? Meso Shop. Boom. Link, bam, slam. Challenge token shop. That's a long name, so we're going to put that one in the bottom. Challenge token shop. Boom, 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 boom. Got him. Bam, back. Memory token shop. Also kind of long. Uh-oh. Memory token. Yoo-hoo. Token shop. Make this one a little thicker. Alright, let's see what's in the shops first, so that we can decide whether we want to participate in the event at all. Patch. Oh yeah, hang on. Control C. Event. Patch. Patch. Boom. Save. Okay, updated the command, sorry. Okay. So the beginning of the event, this one is just that you get memory tokens per character per day, right? So we spend those in the memory token shop. Bloody, bloody, blah. Bloody, 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 blah. Oh man, that's okay, yeah. Each arcane symbol coupon can only be purchased if the relevant region, yeah. Yeah, okay, that's all logical. Enhance. Reboot Meso pouches. This is what you spend your points on. If you have any points left and you don't have anything important to buy anymore, then you dump them here. Epic Potential Scrolls can be pretty useful early to mid-game. Make sure you use these specifically on items that you cannot transfer hammer over into. So things like secondaries and emblems, stuff like that. Maybe higher level weapons that you don't have a path towards. Like, you know, if you're going straight for a Sweetwater weapon, you don't have to worry about getting like a level 150 weapon, which might be more difficult. Or hold them until you get the 150 weapon, right? Until you get your Fafnir weapon to complete with your CRA set to get that extra 30% boss damage for the force set bonus. That's non-reboot, that's non-reboot. Golden potential stamps. I would avoid getting these as much as possible. They're pretty cheap though. And they're definitely better than the silver ones that you would buy. So this is a very early game. Non-reboot, 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 non-reboot. Up to the flames. Powerful flames for 50 each. With a quantity of 30 Eternals. These would be pretty high priority from this shop. I would say if you're mid-game and late game, and then end game especially for the Eternals. For 150, which means you could buy 2 a day. And you can get 30 of these within World. That's really nice. The black ones seem reasonably priced. 5 to 3 to 1. With a quantity of 20. So hopefully you can get at least 1 OK flame out of this prey. The hard cubes and the solid cubes is more for early to mid game if you're trying to upgrade your gear, trying to get decent potential on epic and unique potential that you're not taking to legendary, so not your WSE, not your accessories for the drop in Meso gear. Or, you know, later in the late game and end game for your bossing mules to get some okay things. Arcane River Droplet Stone, since you can buy these with Mesos now, they would be rather low priority in my opinion. Same with the Stone Origin droplets. I would almost be more... Yeah, I would be more inclined to buy them with Mesos. Just always look if you have some resources left over. See how much Meso per coin you're kind of getting. If you buy them from the shop. And then just buy whatever has the best Meso per coin value, and then buy the other stuff with Mesos in the shop if there are multiple items that you could buy with Mesos straight up in the regular game shops, right? Commerce Store, Star Force, 17-star enhancement. It's, again, only usually worth in non-reboot because of how enhancing and stuff works over there. And for reboot, you probably don't want to get this unless you have a character with like an insane amount left over and you really have nothing else to buy, because you're doing this event on like 4 or 5 characters every single day and you're just drowning in memory tokens. Otherwise, you probably won't get this one, especially because the event after this one, again, we talked about this a little bit beforehand. Our anniversary events that we get are always going to be a little bit outdated compared to the other content we get, because the anniversary events are on a year delay, whereas the other content is on a 6-month delay. So, and this is no exception in this regard, because right after this event, we're getting the Savior event, and during Savior, they're reworking star forcing so that up to 15 stars, you can no longer go down, and you can no longer boom. So getting to 15 is going to be way easier, and all you need is just 1, 5, 10, 15 event to get to 17 very risk-free. You only have to safeguard 16 to 17 at that point, and relatively cheap as well, making this price very high. So for reboot, I wouldn't go for this. For non-reboot, you know, just do what you want. Used to be 50 each for droplets. Yeah, every single event prices just shift a little bit. It's 50 mil for a droplet, right? I don't know if this is the normal price. The quantity is also only 10. So how much progress are you really making on 10 droplets when a weapon is over 200, right? 216. So I would say that these are definitely low priority. Growth. This might be good if you have limited access to experience coupons. It does take a little chunk out of your memory tokens every day, but you know, you have at least access to half an hour of 2x every single day, so that's kind of nice. Monster Blooms, again, this is if you care about monster exploration. Of course, now with the severely decreased value of reward points in non-reboot, in Reboot at least, I don't think these are very worth unless you're just trying to collect monster collection, which I will probably get, but I have very limited amount of stuff that I can buy. Then we have some more non-reboot stuff. Power elixirs is always nice, just again, like at the end of the event, if you have some tokens left, just to buy a few thousand power elixirs so you don't have to worry about potions for a long ass time, because these are stacking with each other and are permanent. So Hyper Talbot Rock, I usually don't get that. It feels like a little bit of a waste. You can get around with the guide very well, and if you really need a rock, just buy 7 day 1 and then just, you know, be able to afford that. Penance Slot Coupon, again, I wouldn't do too much of that, but it's a limited quantity of 1 time weekly. But penance slots, well, that's not becoming permanent pretty soon yet. We still have to wait about 6 months for that, so this might actually be okay for a character. But it's 60. I probably wouldn't buy it personally. Maybe like in a niche situation, like mid to late game transition, maybe. Trade Boost Potion, don't buy these. These are typically too expensive. If you use them on your main character to level up your insight to increase your final damage on bosses. Don't do the buy it for charm to get a pocket item that gives you 0.01% final damage increase. Don't do that. That's a waste. Selective coupons. These are all very situational. Job advancement coin, again, you know my stance on that. I typically don't advise doing that. Just make a new character. Forehead. Revitalizer. These are pretty cheap if you're trying to make it up to Meister Smith, or with the new method, I guess. You can't do the Sengoku recipes anymore. Or you're trying to get up to Meister Alchemist for WOPs and EOPs, that kind of stuff, or you're trying to get up to Meister Accessory Crafter for Meister Rings, then this can be okay. It's pretty cheap, but it's 1 per day, but I think it gives you 30 energy back, I think. So like an hour's worth with only 10 tokens, so that is pretty cheap. Character slots, I would use Mesos for that. Recipe bags and all of these you could just buy for Meso, so I wouldn't never buy those with this currency anymore. Note stones are always high priority, basically for everyone up until endgame. A limit of only 30 within world, which is a little bit disappointing. I would hope that events like these have at least 50 to 100 available. But yeah. Experience Nodestone, I would never advise to buy these. These are too freaking expensive. 1,000 each, like the value of 50 nodes. I just don't really see the appeal in them. Medal of Honor, if you're going to be working on your inner abilities soon, don't neglect these. Chaos Circulator, only do that if you are a sociopath. And Black Circulators, this is to min-max your inner ability that is close to being perfect, and you want to perfect it, but you don't want the risk of completely ruining your inner ability, which is what these things are for. So Black Circulators can be useful for you if you're in a situation where, for example, you've got 3 lines inner ability. Maybe the top line is like attack speed, so there's no variance there, so there's no risk. And the other 2 are either just not the perfect number, or they're close to the lowest. The lower they are within their tier, the higher the chance of upgrading. So, upstream nodes, when you job change, they basically get frozen. Yeah, the ones that you can't use get frozen, and if you ever go back to the class, they get unfrozen, and then the other ones you can't use get frozen again. Gray out, you still have them, but you can't use them. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can't double click them. If you know the change is permanent, you should extract them so that you can get the shards for them and build them on the other character. But of course, when you extract, there's a severe reduction in the value you get back, but at least you get something back. But that's why job changes is like a whole... I don't like it. I think there's only like 3 situations where you job change. It's either you are decently invested in the character, but you have no intention of replaying a character ever, but you want to experience the other character. Is one situation where I would do it. The other one is for endgame training purposes to min-max your rates because you're trying to get to level 300 basically. And the other one is, I guess, because your character just dies and you still want to play a relevant character and you're like completely abandoning the class for another one that you love more. But other than that, I would just make another character, because worst case scenario, now you have another boss mule. So the symbols are typically very alluring for people in early game to buy. However, you always want to look at how much am I spending on this versus how much am I getting. 100 seems like an insane amount, but you're getting more than 20 a day, so this is only 5 days of dailies worth. And you're going to spend 2,000 of your symbols. So you're spending like a week worth of tokens to get like 5 days worth of dailies, or 4 to 5 days worth. That's not too bad, but the rates change when you go, when you start spending 40 or 60. So take that into account. Make sure you do the math there and don't just blindly buy them because symbol good, so buy all symbols, right? Of course, when you're looking at the sacred symbols, that's completely out of the window because those are way more rare. The areas only give you 5 each. That is going up with Savior Update, right? We're getting 15. So we're getting 10 for the first area dailies, then 5 for burning, and then 10 again for hotel, and then 5 for odium. So the total amount of symbols goes up in a high rate with that. But of course, if you're endgame, you know how horrible building sacred symbols is. And even if at 200 each, you want to buy out these 100. If you're in late game and going towards endgame, you want to buy these out as much as you can. So that's going to be, 20,000 memory tokens that are going to be dedicated to this, most likely for all people over level 260. Rings, of course, these are great if you're looking for drop rate and meso gear on characters in the mid to late game, or if you're early game and you're trying to get anything to fill up the slot. Remember, these are right after your WSE, weapon secondary emblem. Very important to get to high drop rate and high meso obtain so that you can start making money and get a good amount of damage and get a good amount of drop rate so you can get backups so that when an event comes around, like a Shining Star Force, like a 5, 10, 15, like a 30% off, it gives you the time that you need to make that money while you need the time to kill the bosses to get those backups so that you can put the backups and the money and the event together and cash in on those gains. So it might feel like a detour going for Legendary there first and not getting damage, but the drop rate and meso obtain will propel you into the mid game and into the late game, so trust. All of these rings are not star forceable. Yeah, the reason that they aren't star forceable, they basically come with the equivalent stat of anywhere between like 16 and 18 stars depending on the class that you are, but you don't have to pay for that. So they're limited in their growth potential. That's why they're ideal for drop rate and meso gear, but you get it up front, so you don't have to invest money in that. You can invest all the money directly into potential, which is also why they're ideal for drop rate and meso gear. They're basically just prepped for that, to get that gear for that function in the cheapest way possible. The Adventure Deep Dark Critical Ring cannot be potentialed, so make sure you take advantage of that. But there is exclamation mark rings, it should be, where it shows the stats and the. Look at that, how pretty these rings are. I added the Deep Dark Critical Ring here below it, so you can see the stats they are, what you would want to use them for, and that kind of stuff. So look into that if you're interested in the rings. The Master SS ring coupon, actually I don't know if I updated that one, but that you used to have to craft this one. Oh yeah, I should probably update that. Yeah, so that's no longer the case. It's no longer an RNG ring. You just get the coupon straight up and you don't have to worry with the people who used to fuse that ring. They know what kind of a shit show that could be. So that's a good quality of life that you can just get that one. So you'll notice that the Synergy Ring coupon for Synergy Ring is definitely the cheapest, and that's because the Synergy Ring is weaker by itself, but it gets up to the same stats as for example, the Master Ring SS if you have 5 of them equipped in your entire account. Only 5 though, you can only equip up to 5 at a time because of how they coded it. But basically, so once you pay 4,000 spread over 5 characters, now you have the same value as if you spent 10,000 over 5 characters on a Master Ring SS. So if you're only playing one character and you're not planning on getting a whole lot of stuff on other characters, the Master Ring SS makes more sense because at 2k you're done and you have the same power as 4k here. But if you're going to get this on a few characters, and remember, you can get 300 a day, so even if you get like 200 a day on 4 days during the entire event, you can buy one of these, you get a nice ring, and because it's equipped on up to 5 characters, now you have the equivalent of a ring that costs you 2,000 in terms of power, as long as you keep that equipped. So depending on how you're building your account, definitely don't underestimate the value of this thing. But remember, you can only equip up to 5, so if you already have 5 equipped in your account and you're using a drop or meso gear and you're trying to switch to drop rate gear during a boss fight and you already have it on 5, you can't equip it as a 6th, so then you're missing out on drop rate there. So that's a frustration that's unparalleled. And it will definitely happen to you if you rely on that, so be aware of that. These 3 rings are the strongest one: Tenebris, Glory Guard, and the Awake Ring. They come with 40 base stat, 25 weapon magic attack, and 4000 HP MP. And these are really good. A plan for summer, yeah, 2021 in GMS, that's how old this is. And then this one gives you critical rate and critical damage. So again, this one is usually the equivalent of like 2 lines of your main stat in unique. So again, this one comes with a lot of damage as well, but is locked into that. But very good for earlier game characters, especially if you need that critical rate to hit 100%, or, you know, archers maybe a little bit for boss mules. So those are all the rings, so look into that if you're interested, but definitely if you're in early to mid game and even early late game, definitely look into getting maybe an extra ring here and there, so you don't have to worry about, you know, getting extra kind of treasure rings just for the purpose of dropping meso gear, or, you know, having to get like solid or cracked Gollux rings to fill up those slots, or even, God forbid, the old rings that were in the area where everyone used to meso farm, the Blackgate rings. Like, you don't have to worry about all of that. Just get some event rings and boom. Rings transferable. The coupons are untradeable, which means untransferable, at least for Reboot. And they're equips, right? Once they're equips, they're equips. So that's also not going to be tradable in Reboot. But I think most of the rings are untradeable, yeah. But they should have their own proper shop per character, unless it says within world, then it's per account. But these says limited quantity, limited quantity 1, so that is per character. So every character could buy one. Remember though, one important thing: if there's a lot of rings that is unique, existing in your character. Like a Chaos Ring, for example. You can't have 2 Chaos Rings. As far as I know, the only one that you can have multiple of here is the where is it? Is the Master SS Ring. You can have multiple of these. But that doesn't mean that you can't buy the coupon for the ring, because the coupon for the ring is not the ring. So if you already have a Chaos Ring, it'll allow you to buy the Chaos Ring coupon, but then if you try to double click it, it won't give you the ring because you already have it, and then you will have wasted those 3,500 memory tokens. So be careful for that. So look on the rings that you already have. If it says like unique, what's the exact description? But I think the Master SS Ring, because I have characters with multiple of these, this is the only one, because you could craft them, right? So they would have to allow you to make multiple of those. But all of the other ones, I believe you can only own 1 per character. Yeah, for all of the other ones, you can only own 1. Unique equipped means you can only equip 1 at a time, but it will just say unique item. I think one of the Zakum helmets is also unique item, where if you already have one in your inventory, you can't loot another one. So it's slightly different than unique equipped. But I'm like 99% sure that it's only the Master SS Ring that you can own multiple of, and the other ones you can only own 1. So make sure you double check. You know, what's up, Iko? How you doing? Okay, so that's all rings, and then we have a decorations. We have a Maple Momentree chair. Wow, you got a whole tree house. Peepo Pog climbing 4-heart tree house over here. We got the... Oh, they changed it to 18th anniversary on the chair. Very good, very good. Ellie Royd coupon. And the Rithroid coupon, of course. Spoiler alert, they're big here already. I assume they come with their own shops, but probably no stat bonus or anything like that, like in OneDroid. I'm better than you. Kind of feeling it. Maybe it is. Maybe opening my window wasn't a great idea. Waking up with a dry throat every day now. I just have my window open during the day and then close it during sleeping or something. I don't know. I'll figure something out. And now we're going to be talking a lot, so I hope I don't destroy my voice. Probably at home you could do a session. Yeah, probably, yeah. Around what time do you want to do? The Maple Momentree damage skin unit for 1,000 memory tokens. That's a decent price for a unit damage skin, I would say. Looks pretty cool. I think a lot of people will be going for this damage skin, if not almost everyone. Maple Momentree outfit. 1.2k memory tokens. 10-day duration on the box, but I assume the outfit is permanent. Again, it doesn't say, sadly. Permanent balloon puppy mount coupon. Okay, that's a balloon animal mount. Permanent full of spring mount. Oh yeah, we saw this one recently, right? Damaged skin selection box. You can get one of these. Wow, what a great damaged skin. You can almost see numbers, but not really. Oh, I remember this one. Oh, these are some of the cooler ones. Okay, and then a damaged skin extraction coupon, so you can use this on a damaged skin that you have on a character, but you want it on another character instead. You can use this to take that damaged skin away and turn it into a tradable version of the damaged skin, so you can give it to another character. It's a pretty rare item. It's about as rare as a job change coupon, essentially. And then 40 slot chart bags, but of course you can buy those with Mesos in Reboot. Lane damage skin's not gonna lie. I think some of these look pretty cool, but I mean, you know, if you don't want it, don't get it, right? Then the challenge token shop. Okay, so what is the other thing that we are getting coins for? Talk to Kenley at the Momentree to use the challenge token shop. You purchase various items, blah, blah, blah. You can collect challenge tokens by defeating weekly bosses. So this is going to be like the overarching weekly boss currency. You can get up to 400 per week per world. They can be obtained until June 13th, and then you can use them until June 18th. Yeah, as always, shops are open a little bit longer. Oh yeah, let me add that, by the way. So June 18th before reset. So that'll be blocking like this, this, and then put shops close on no capital letter needed. June 18th, 23:59. Let's see. Hello? There we go. Oh wait, usually if in the darker brown, I may put the white letters. There we go. Clean. Yeah. So usually this has a limited amount. Yeah, so to talk about here, so if there's different difficulties of the same boss that have rewards, you can't clear the different difficulties with the same character, of course, but you can do it with different characters, and that way kind of like double dipping into the rewards. This is mostly important for people in the early game through the early late game. If you want to try to maximize your coins here, you want to do as many difficulties of the same boss as possible. So keep in mind, like, which boss are you going to do on which character. Like Easy Cygnus, for example, is a good example. Your main character is going to be able to do normal very quickly, but it still leaves up 5 challenge tokens for free on Easy Cygnus on a lower level character to get another 5 on. Of course, you don't have to solo these bosses. You can also do them in a party. It just means that you have to register as clearing the boss, so you have to be alive by the end of the boss fight, and that's it, you know. But yeah, you get up to 400. Some of the bigger bosses like Kalos give you 80 here, and Saren gives you 80. You have to kill the treasure chest here, you'll notice, not just be alive for the end of the boss fight, but be there. So, you know, there is a chance that if you crash before you open up the chest, that you still get fucked. Eagle, mention me, send me a message on what time you want to do tomorrow, right? Oh, after Ursus? Yeah, we could do that. Boom. Okay, cool. I put it down for, oh, no, that's today, for tomorrow. There we go. So yeah, if until you're really like early late game, you're not going to be you're not going to be maxing out on 400. But usually there's a lot of stuff in here that's only available for non-reboot, and for reboot you can be done pretty quickly. You don't even need to max. People who max out are left over with currency usually, and with stuff that they can't really do anything with. It is right before the Ursus time in my class. Okay, that's okay. Party play content. Yeah, what you'll probably see in the boss UI, especially on Wednesdays, is people being like, looking for last minute struggle run just to see if we can get some more, what are they called again? Currency name. Challenge tokens. Okay. So here you have bonus cubes. Yeah, so these are non-reboot only. Arcane droplets, so these are 15 each, and you can get up to 50 of them. So if you're going to get droplets somewhere, I would get them here instead of with the other currency. These are all things that we cannot use. Flames again, decent amount, 5, 15, and 25, 50 each, you know, for the black and 30 for the eternal. So definitely if you're trying to get really good flames on your Abzu gear or on your arcane gear, pitch boss gear, this is going to be some nice attempts here. This is all non-reboot scrolls, and then the last thing you have is the black circulators again. 150 each though, so pretty pricey, but you can only buy up to 5. We have 6 weeks and 400 a week potentially, so you have up to 2.4k of the currency. Now for most people you're probably going to get closer to like 200 a week, so you'll have closer to 1.2k currency available. And remember, even though the bosses reset Wednesday to Thursday and the maintenance should be done on Wednesday, you can't like cheese extra clears Wednesday to Thursday and then next week. They always make the first week like an 8-day week basically, to make sure that people who are able to play right after the maintenance and before reset don't get an unfair advantage compared to other people. So here's Hebeck, I'll let you know. Okay. And then the Meso Shop. So the Meso Shop will just be with Meso. Haha. So again, remember, try to see the value of your currency versus the value of your Meso in all of these shops and try to make, based on that, just whatever makes sense for your situation, right? Meso Shop was created to allow players to conveniently purchase items and hard to obtain items needed for enhancement, as it makes the process much easier to price consideration for the price of each world, currency acquisition difficulty, etc., so that it wouldn't have a large impact to the player experience and on the overall market value of similar items that have been distributed. So for Reboot, we don't care. Please understand that there will be differences from the previous Meso Shop prices, and we promise to make any future decisions to the shop will be made. Wait. Please understand that there will be differences from the previous Meso Shop prices, and we promise to make any future decisions to the shop will be made appropriately based on player purchase history and feedback. Something wrong with that sentence. Okay. Karma powerful. So this is non-reboot, non-reboot, reboot. Karma Eternal Rebirth Flame 500 million mesos. Again, no one in their right mind is going to buy these. That is like 55 powerful flames. I don't think that's ever worth it. So nobody buy these so that the value can go down for the next event, please. Thank you. Karma. Wait, sorry. These are Eternals. These aren't even... Dude, even for Black Flames this is too expensive. These are Eternals. The Karma... Oh yeah, sorry. The Karma Black Flames are 750 mil each. You think I would do a whole ass boss mule for a little bit more than one Black Flame? No way, bro. And I can buy 50 of them? Nice. Mystical Cube in Reboot 1 million. I thought they reduced those to 500k before, and now they increased in value again. See, this is why, again, it's the desync between year-old events and 6-month-old events. We're getting like things where in Korea they already adjusted the prices, and then we get an event where they haven't done that yet because of the chronological order. Well, we're breaking the chronological order. 37 bill for 50 Black Flames. What a steal. Honestly, if you're super endgame and you have nothing to upgrade anymore, 37 bill for a chance of gaining some flame score, that might actually become worth it. Because your alternative is like your double priming your WSE for like 800 to bill to a trill plus, so... And you're like unironically looking at triple crit damaging your gloves for, what is it, 2 to 3 trill on black cubes? That's like an upgrade you actually start working towards. So I guess for that endgame, it's not that crazy. Non-reboot scrolls. Very hard for 4 bill. Okay, so not quite the 5 bill that you saw in the picture. They probably already got some feedback that the 5 bill seemed too expensive. Again, 4 bill seems like an insane amount of money. It's just, it looks way more when you see it like this than when you actually play the game. It is worth it. I would say if you're very early game, it's probably not worth it. But as soon as you start approaching, as soon as you're in the mid game to anything beyond that, it's worth it to buy it on at least one character. The amount of income we can make in Reboot makes it worth it, and the very just limited access that we have to them, let's say, makes it worth it. Set some money aside for this. And again, all the other stuff you're going to be buying is with event currency, so a lot of your money can go to this. Recommend saving mesos and waiting for the savior event to get 17 stars using upcoming 5, 10, 15. If you're just going to 17, I would use the 5, 10, 15. You don't want to postpone your update, your upgrades too far. Although I don't know exactly when the 5, 10, 15 is. Like if the 5, 10, 15 is the week before, because I'll get to it. But if it's like the week before the Savior update, then I probably would wait. But if it's like the first or the second week, then you have a whole month to make that money back. There's a 30% off. Yeah, it's on the 28th. So it's kind of like towards the end, I guess. So mid 28th. So it's probably only going to be like 4 weeks away from Shining. Ugh. I would probably use the 30% off to prep your things up to 15 stars, and then, because that's pretty early still, and then wait until Shining to tap everything past 15 is probably what I would do. Save it and buy the heart? Probably. If you know that you're serious about your character and you're going to keep playing it for sure, then I would not miss out on the heart. Yeah. So what else is there? Big scrolls. Yeah, just big scrolls. Cash up transfer event. I guess I can put those up now, but I'll put them a little bit on the right side since we're on this part of the update here. Whoop. We're doing an alternative order today. Cash transfer event June 7th to June 14th. Okay, so that's like we predicted the week before the Savior patch. 7th to 14th, so I'll do something like this. Boom, boom. Whatever color. June 7th to 14th. Until start of patch. That font could be... there you go. I remember during Cash Up Transfer event, you can transfer any item that can be put into Cash Up to any other character in your account, as opposed to without an event where you have to share Cash Up. So you can do ! Cash Up, ! CS transfer, and then you will basically get this, the list of these things. So these are the characters that inherently already share Cash Up, where you have Kinesis, Zero, Beast Tamer, who don't share with anyone. If you're related to patch for Yeti and Pigbean tile, is it better to put one each on main and submain, or combine onto main? It'd probably be, if you have one main character, probably be better to combine them onto one character and pick them up there, yeah. But if you didn't pick them up before last reset, then you have to wait until the next event to do that. So that's something to worry about later. I hope you picked them up before reset, because you can't do that anymore. Those things are gone. Spell Trace Fever time. I guess we don't play a non-reboot, but for the people who do, May 26th, May 27th, May 28th in these time slots. I don't know if that overlaps. It does not overlap with a Spell Trace Fever. Okay, Shahar, how you doing? I'll just put in the Sunny Sundays, I guess. Oh, usually I put the Sunny Sundays. Oh, the Sunny Sundays are here. Edit link. Excuse me. New link. Apply. May 7 to 4/11. May 21, May 28, June 4, June 11. And of course, as always, we highlight the days that are important. Extra EXP, not as crazy. 30% off Star Force and 50% inner-ability. That's a pretty big one. Double EXP, 5, 10, 15. That is pretty big, but yeah, with caveats there. Magnificent Soul, and that's it. Wow, that's a lame one. 100% bonus to Monster Collection, triples. That's also pretty lame. Okay. I have to swap to M2 SSD tonight anyway. Yeah, do it. Thanks, Shahar. Toda. Okay, so we have the Meso Shop, and we know which stuff we want to potentially buy. We have the Sunny Sundays and when they are. So yeah, to 28th. Yeah, so if you're early game, then just use the May 14th one to get all your stuff to 12 stars, I guess. If you're mid game, use the May 14th event to get your stuff to 15 and leave it there. And if you're later end game, do that for boss mules, I guess. I would say if you have limited money and your final goal is only 17 anyway, you could use the 28th one for 5 to 15 just to get stuff. Maybe just prep it to 16 as far as you can, and then if you get a few items to 17, that's cool, but just sit on 16. But if you're anywhere like end stages of mid game all the way until end game, you probably be fine just waiting until Shining Star Force in the Savior update, which will most likely be somewhere end of June. You just wait 1 month to save a substantial amount of money, so probably in that situation just skip it. Unless that event is going to be you spending like 400 billion, which is just the entire day of clicking, and you already want to spend some of it before that to make it more manageable. If you're in that situation that you have so much money, and then consider spending some on a 28th as well, I would say. I got no money, I don't understand a thing. On the 18th birthday event, are you going to make a video? Well, we're making a video on it right now. You're in it, Char. Say hi to YouTube. Okay. So, the actual event and getting the points. So we talked, Maple Momentree is just saying that you can get 300 points per day. Growth Journal. That's going to be the main thingy. How do we put that here? Growth Journal. Bam. Insert link. Boom. Boomza. And that's just May 3rd to 13th. Why is this block so huge? Boom. There we go. Bam, bam. Slam. Oh, it could be a little bit darker. There we go. Oh, beautiful colors. Oakley dokley. Accept the quests. After reaching the daily memory token limit of 300 by most likely killing monsters near a level, I assume. Oh, though they didn't really say that. Huh, interesting. Sniff, sniff. You could talk to them. The talk button can only be used once per day per world. Okay. So that's probably something shared within world then. Haha. Depending on the number of conversations, memories of growth points and growth rewards can be obtained. Memories of growth points are used to enhance the Rith and Ellie skill effect, which basically is like a buff that you can like customize which stats are buffed on it, right? Hi, future me watching. Upon completion of a certain number of conversations, the next floor of Maple Momentree is unlocked through a quest. Second floor after 6, third floor after 11, and fourth floor after 21 conversations. So that means at least 3 weeks worth of capping daily. Do we get a lot of bugs dispatched, or is that anniversary? This is anniversary. There's that insane amount of bunk potions thing that you saw. That was the 20th anniversary in Korea. So that will be our 19th anniversary next year around this time of year. What's up, Bruce? I don't. Weave Infusion. You can use it by clicking the booster button on the top left of the growth journal. When using the booster, you can pay 300 memory tokens and talk to Rith one more time. Boosters can only be used once per day per world. And I assume this is when you're behind, right? After relevant data, booster is activated even if only one condition is met. However, boosters can only be used by characters who have achieved the daily memory token limit on the booster usage date within the world. Dates May 25th, 27th, and 31st. If on the first... Yeah, so this is kind of like a catch-up mechanic for people who aren't playing every single day, but they want to make sure that they get to the top floor. I will open up the orange mushroom one, because this usually has more visuals. Just ignore all the 19s and pretend that they're 18s, right? See, this is what happened for Korea, is that they got percentages on the HP bars, right? So this is how much this update is kind of behind, because we've already had this for 6 months, right? Ursus materials acquired. All of these things. These were all new for them at the same time. Being able to lock your skills. Boss crystal, revamp stuff, skills. NX stuff. Lots of NX. Okay, that is still more than we have. Oh, so cute. This is that journal thing, okay? So you see your daily points here, and then basically you build up to the higher floor of rewards. So you can see some growth potions and stuff like that, but it's not like the amount. Well, there's basically just the selector here, and then the big one from the looks of it. Not a whole bunch of EGPs, and then the skill points that you get on the right, where you can choose what buffs the skill gets, and then if you complete all the way to the top floor, you get that big old medal. And here you can see all the rewards and the stats of the medal. It'll probably be 18 for us, I'm guessing. Which I guess if the stats keep going up, it might actually become okay. Might have to start doing some calculations. And here you can see the skill points, and this is the skill that they talked about, and then what kind of stats they get, and what kind of stats they can get to if you max out, basically. Share memories is your reward if you complete the quest with a character who has reached a daily limit. You can complete the shared memories quest once a day per world, up to a total of 3 times. Reward if you complete the quest with a character who has reached a limit. You can complete the shared memories quest once a day per world, up to a total of 3 times ever. Okay. Shared memories rewards. First reward is 300 extra memory tokens. Second one is another 300, and the third one is baby Elleroid coupon or baby Rithroid coupon. Okay, that's a pretty cute android. And a Lithium Heart. Wow, wow, wee wah. Again, Lithium Heart is only level 30, not a replacement for the Fairy Heart. Very bad. Game is up. Dude, I'm not even gonna try to check. You're lucky. You're not in the you get timed out for saying that level of the stream yet. Good job. You don't want to play? Not right now. No, I'm going through the patch notes. Can't really do 2 things at once like that, can I? Okay, level of ours. First floor. So this should very closely track this. See if they do. 10 skill points, memories of growth, prepared spirit pendant, 14-day prepared spirit pendant, pretty nice. Memories of growth, 10, 5 triple experience coupons. Yep, looks very similar. Skill points, Medal of Honor, skill points, symbol selector coupon, 50 arcane or 10 sacred. Yeah, seems very closely copied. Okay, then we have 20 nodes. Then we have growth selection coupon with the big old boosters, 8421. I think this will get my Ice Lightning to 240. Although I don't know if I should use it on my Ice Lightning because I might get close to 240 anyway if I can complete Monster Park. But I guess then it'll be a 240 that'll be on the way to 250, and then I have something else to use the other potions on. Well, I wonder if I should just start getting the other ones past 230. But using it at 230 seems a little bit of a waste, when you could use it on a 239 instead. I'll just finish one character and then move on to the next one. Then, second floor, we have the 1 of 3 event ring coupons. So we talked about these rings already before, so check ! rings if you have questions, but they're basically these 3 rings. They give the same stat. You can only wear 1 of each. It doesn't really matter which one you pick because they don't show up on your character either, so. Why is Fairy Heart now 4 bill rather than 2 bill? There's no real precedent. Like usually we have them in the summer event and in the winter event for 2 bill. This is an extra one. So if you want to get it, it's like an increased access to them. So you're paying a bit of a premium for that event, essentially. If you don't want it, they'll get it. If you want it, get it. It's 4 bill now. It's 4 bill now, yeah. Conversation count 8. Event ring exclusive solid cube. Solid, that's the unique one, right? Yeah. Or up to, sorry, the legendary one, technically. You have the hard cube and the solid cube. You thought it was 5? Well, that was never announced. There was 5. There are 5 visible in a screenshot. This is why you wait until patch notes, so you know the actual information, right, rather than speculation. Karma Powerful Rebirth Flames. Okay, just 10. Glowing Cube Package 5. Okay. Oakley Dokley. Conversation count 11. Oh, now you're getting 20 Memories of Growth. Okay. Event Ring Legendary Potential Scroll. Okay, okay. So this is literally all the same here, right? Another prepared Spirit Pendant. Yeah. Karma Black Flames. Experience Nodes. Bright Cubes. Karma Unique Potential Scroll 100%. Mitra Symbol Selection Box that you can use 4 times. So that's 4 more sacreds. That's up to 50 sacred symbols already. That's pretty nice. I mean, it's only 2.5 days worth of total dailies, but it's something. Now you're getting 30 Memories of Growth. Ooh la la. Oh wait, you start. Oh, that's what you start with the 4th floor. Gotcha. Features EXP books coupon. 4 half-hour triple EXP coupons up to 4 times. 8 hours of triple X. Not bad. No, you have to speculate and then be upset. Yeah. What speculation CM showed on stream on the update preview? He showed the shop in the update preview, and there it was already 5? Oh, well, then I guess your feedback and your yelling at why is it 5 helped, and in making them take it down to 4. So you did well yelling and complaining. Good job. A+. And then a magnificent growth pot at the end. Conversation count 27. Metal. So this is if you completely fill up the conversations, and it's going to be 18 all stat, 950 HP MP, 7 weapon magic attack, cannot set potential, of course. Vera, why is this your character? But yeah, they made it a beautiful 8. 18 all stat, 7 weapon magic attack can be decent. It's probably better for mobbing than the... Well, it is better for mobbing than the 7-day Monster Parker is. So if you're trying to min-max on your damage, switch it out for mobbing. Poggers. MapleStory sucks, now we'll go play Kart Rider. I'm sure Nexon will be very upset that you're playing a different one of their titles. Then we have Defeat Moles. Snitches get stitches. That's the same timer. What kind of event is this? Minigame. Oh, this is the Punch King. Punch King. Defeat Moles. Oh, it can almost fit. There we go. Insert link. Bam, bam, bam. So basically, Punch King, I think 3 characters? Oh, 5 characters. So you just do as much damage as you can for 2 minutes on 12 stages. Remember, if you're using Kurama's Claw, you're cheating. And I should go back. And just top score from your 5 characters will be added together. You can get up to 1,500 points per character, and you can get a total of up to 7,500 points per world each week. And you can only get 1 memory token per 2 points for each character. And you can get up to 2,000 each week per world. So you can get only up to... So once you reach 4K, you're capped. So there's no reason going past 4K, basically. So if you get an average of 800 points per character for your 5 characters, but probably your lowest 3 are going to be below that, and hopefully your highest 2 are going to be above that. But it's very similar to the weekly points, right, that you get from doing the bosses. Is that there will be most likely be really tough to cap out if you're early on in the game, which is fine. Just do your best and get as far into it as you possibly can. Scores are reset with the weekly boss resets, Wednesday to Thursday. And the points are applied based on the time at the time of exit. Based on the time at the time of exit. Even if you entered on Tuesday, if the exit time is Wednesday, the points obtained will be registered based on Wednesday. Okay, so make sure you run it well ahead of time before reset, so you don't accidentally miss out on points for the week. A certain amount of points are accumulated. The following chairs can be claimed as a reward. Each chair reward can be claimed only once per world. 15,000 total jumping mole chair coupon. And 30,000 points group jumping mole. So this will have your characters in it. So this seems that it's really... it's not only for the chairs, right? You're also getting memory tokens. So up to 2,000 per week, 6 weeks, so 12,000 extra memory tokens can be gotten during the entire event from this. So I would probably have to slightly adjust this text on the bottom here, because we're not really working with points and coins and stuff like that anymore. Why is that line here? There we go. Now it's gone. And it's back. Now it's gone again. Beautiful. Goes in bold to give points. I guess it's memory tokens. I guess yeah. So I think it's Maple Momentree would be bold for points, and these guys would be considered coins because it's weekly per account. It's not per character, so this is per character. Okay, I think that's close enough. Been liking how you can accept the buff this time instead of having to go to the map at certain times. Yeah, and then go upgrade it every time on every character to make sure that you have the most up-to-date buff. Oh, that was the worst design. Was that last year's anniversary? I remember exactly. I try to wipe those things from my memory as soon as I can. But there was an event where the account rank was... The skill rank was account-wide, but you had to... On every single character, whenever the skill ranked up, you had to go to the map to upgrade it. Otherwise, you still had the old shitty level of the rank. On every character you played in your account. Not good. So the chair is just a little bit extra perk, but the main thing is trying to get extra memory tokens, right? Remember, even just to max out your sacreds during the event, you're going to be spending 20k on that. So even all of this, 2k a week, even if you cap on this every single week, that's only 12k of that 20k. So you still need 8,000 more memory tokens if you want to buy out the sacred. So... plenty of stuff to spend on in this event. Magic Wardrobe. Magic Wardrobe? Wouldn't it be Magical Wardrobe? I think it would be. May 3rd until June 13th. Level 200 and above characters have completed the It Doesn't Hurt at All quest and have reached the 2nd floor or higher of the Maple Momentree. Enter the wardrobe by clicking the magic Wardrobe. These can only be participated in when there is a character that has collected all of the daily memory token limits. The highest Maple Momentree floor you have reached. During the time limit of 30 minutes, you can get fear points by defeating the incoming monsters. Hyperbolic time chamber. For training. You You get fear points for each monster you kill, and if you collect all the required fear points for each stage within a time limit, the game ends automatically. The higher the stage of the magic wardrobe, the more monsters with higher fear points appear. If you collect the magic wardrobe, you can reward based on the character's level. The reward is given only once a day per world. As the stage of the magic wardrobe increases, the amount of EXP can be attained increases. Once you obtain a reward. Okay. 10 points are applied based on the limit, the time of exit. If you enter, yeah. You get the same amount of EXP if you can get of level 260 if you are level 260 plus. Okay. I wonder if there's any information here. Control F wardrobe. Okay, it's gonna. Oh yeah, it's these little critters. I remember. So this is as soon as you unlock the second floor. It's gonna look a little something like this. Yeah, so it seems it's probably going to be decently scaled EXP all the way up until 260, and then past 260 give diminishing returns, I'm guessing. So you can see if you're decently strong, you're not in there for very long. He's in there on the shade for like not even 5 minutes, right? Oh, for just over 5.5 minutes to cap for the day, and then he gets. Oh, hang on. He's at 34.950. 34.950. So it gets about 1.3% at level 242 in 5 minutes. Is that great? 5 minutes times 12. That's for an hour. And you get 1.3-ish. 12 times 1.3 is 15%. So if you can train at more than 15% an hour, it's probably not worth. If you get less or considerably less than that, then consider doing it. Something around there. Monsters Inc. event, something like that. There's some little aliens that are dressing up. I imagine for lower level characters it'd be pretty decent. Extra MPE, kinda, yeah. But this is I think this is the earliest one though. So this is the chapter 2 one. So it probably goes up quite a bit with these. If it actually triples in EXP on the 4th floor, like stage 3, it'll be more worth the higher level you are. So that should be interesting. For low level characters, probably pretty doable. Yeah, you get an extra monster park run type thing. Happy Playtime. What is this? Memory token shop. Playtime. Playtime. Happy Playtime. Is that an AFK event or what is that? Uh-oh. Oh, that's a skill that kills things on the map when you're training. Gotcha. Gauge that fills up. Every time you defeat 20 enemies, 1 childhood innocence gauge slot fills up, and 1 memory token is automatically given. Enemies near your level are enemies within 20 levels. Oh, okay, so this is how you get your memory tokens in the first place, right? Because they never set up until now how you even get them. They just said you can get up to 300 per day. The games in which Happy Playtime does not activate are as follows. Maps with no monster near your level, with a lead boss summon, someone else is doing Happy Playtime already, or special events, yeah. Special maps, like event maps. Blah, 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 blah. Monsters you kill, hunting zone, moving them. You can acquire 20 memory tokens during the skill. Gotcha. After it's summoned, a toy is summoned in the map and you can get abundant additional EXP by playing with a summoned toy. The summoned toy can be defeated for up to 60 seconds. If you defeat the summoned toys, heavy playtime will end regardless of the remaining time. In some maps, toys can be stacked and summoned. If you enhance the skill level to level 2, a monster block appears instead of a toy Trojan, and the monster block provides twice as much EXP. After reaching the second floor of Momentree, you can increase the skill level by completing the Happy Playtime Monster Blocks quests. Okay, stage 1 deals 1000% damage 5 times and up to 10 enemies around the character. 20 tokens are given, summons 4 rocking horses with EXP. And stage 2, 1000 damage 5 times and up to 15 enemies, 20 memory tokens, and summons 4 monster blocks. Coolio. Oh, hang on. Wait, Happy Playtime. Did I add that already? I don't think I did, right? Happy Playtime. Well, there we go. Wait, that's until the end, right? June 13th. Yeah. Cooking collection all the way through as well. Level 1 plus. Choose the buff you want from EXP buff or stat buff. Ah, okay. So it's going to be the one for training or the one for bossing. Cooking collection buffs of the same type do not stack. Growing baby food stats buff plus growing baby food EXP buff equals stackable. Yummy dessert EXP buff plus growing baby food EXP buff equals unstackable. Gotcha. Okay. I get why they put daily caps, keeps you coming back, but I really wish you were allowed to farm as much as you wanted when you wanted. Fits the casual playstyle better. The problem with that is that they would have to make the items exceedingly expensive if there was no cap on how many coins you could get. Or you're saying that they put the balance on... The prices of the items, it's like the same problem I have with the how do you let people get like channel points in the Twitch stream, right? If you let people gamble with the points, which people want to do, then essentially I have to fuck around with the prices, because now if people win, they can like flood the requests. And if I increase the prices, that means that people who don't gamble will never be able to afford the things, so you're basically forcing them to gamble. So now it's just an RNG fest whether people can afford stuff or not. So if I want to make things worth what I think they're worth, I have to put a limit on how many points they can get, and I have to put a limit on how many times they can request something, and I have to put a price on how much something costs. Other than that, it's just pure chaos, right? Oh, let's drop some frames. I hope I lose my audio now. And that the YouTube upload is going to be super scuffed as well. Nice. What is even happening? Hello? Is anything capping out? Nope. Okay, now OBS seems to have stopped dropping 8,000 frames. Nice. Audio is still good. We didn't lose audio because that tends to happen a lot as well. Maybe refresh to catch up because you guys are responding super late. Everyone refresh. Refresh stream. Because we are horribly behind. Thought it was your phone? No, it's just internet. The joys of the internet. The joys of being an internet content creator and having no control over your internet connection at any time. That's why you should exclusively do prepared content on YouTube instead of live streaming. Now you're not 30 seconds behind? Yeah, it's like 8.3k frames dropped, so you're like a horrible amount behind. Right, welcome back everyone. Thank you very much internet for trying to screw me over. So we're talking about the stat buffs, cooking collection buff information, Momentree first floor, 10% EXP for half an hour. Yeah, I mean it's something. It's a good start, honestly. 10% EXP starting for 30 minutes. Growing baby food, yummy dessert, healthy hamburger, chef's choice, 40% EXP for 30 minutes. Sub buff is 20 all, 20, 20, 20. Oh, it was 15s before, right? For 60 minutes. Whew, that'll help with, you know, between the event skill and this, that's quite a big buff for being able to maybe solo some bosses that you were trying to flex on before. It's not stuff that you can drag into, well, the event skill is, but this one it won't be, this event buff won't be one that you can drag into Culvert or anything like that, but you can drag it into boss fights. Never back, I get your point, but they could still have a total cap, I guess, if pricing was the issue. No, that is true. That is true. And then people who want to play hardcore can just max out on everything like very quickly. Yeah. Oh, it's not too bad. We only lost 20% of the viewers. I thought it was going to be more. Good job. Although we have a bunch of people who are like still a half minute behind because they're not refreshing. If you're still watching, refresh. Of course, unless you're watching on YouTube, then don't refresh. Or do. I don't know if that gives an extra view to the YouTube video. Try it. Let's see what happens. But that's looking cool. That's looking like a big ol' extra buff. Then we have Dolphin Fountain. Oh, well, for the people who were asking if we have bonks, this is for level 141 to 199 characters, so I feel something coming on here. Dolphin Fountain. I'll put that here. Dolphin Fountain. And that is going to be third floor of Maple Momentree. Okay, so you have to unlock the third floor first. You pay 100 memory tokens. That's not too bad. You can participate up to 2 times per day while on floor 3 of Maple and about Maple Momentree, and 3 times a day while reaching floor 4. Not available on the first and second floor, obviously. Countdown ends. Willie shoots the player up into the sky. Ooh, Willie shoots the player up into the sky. Very important part of the sentence. If you find a golden fish in the clouds you meet while going up, you can continue to fly and level up by 1. The chance of finding golden fish depends on the level. Of course, there's just a visual representation. There's not actual, like, RNG other than, like, basically it just rolls a number based on the set probability, and then you get a visual representation of that. You know, it's like when you did the jumps and you get the big explosions behind you. It's the same as using an extreme growth potion, essentially. Every 10 extreme dolphin fountains, the rate of selecting the highest possible level up step from the current character level doubles. So there is that as like an extra bonus to it. The rate of selecting the highest level doesn't increase every 10 extreme dolphin fountains when at level 199. Obviously, because it will always be 1. Characters with the burning effect cannot use the extreme dolphin fountain and burning effects. So, yeah, so this is going to be starting at floor 3. 2 times a day, and then when you get to floor 4, 3 times a day for bonking. So that's going to be a lot of levels for your Legion. So if you worked very hard on getting your 6k Legion, make sure those characters get to 141, and this will help you jump towards 8k Legion. You might destroy the watch time per view. Yeah, maybe. I'll show you how my Willy shoots. Nice. Keep in mind that only characters that collected the tokens can participate in bonks this time, so you have to play the characters too, not just... I mean, yeah, they'll have to have memory tokens on them to participate, yeah. But essentially what it'll do is that if you train a character and get the points while... the tokens while you're training, then when your training session is over, you get a bunch of extra free levels for your troubles. People probably complain, oh, it takes too long to get memory tokens on characters that are low level. Yeah, but then, I mean, if you, and it's like, oh my god, I have to level like 3 times before I get enough tokens. Sure, you level 3 times, and then you get to bonk 2 to 3 times, gaining you like an extra 6 levels, which essentially means you've been training on like plus 200% final EXP, which is insane, right? So look at the overall gains that you're making, not the fact that you actually have to play a character woe is you to be able to gain free levels on it, right? But it should be crazy to get characters to 200. Last time this kind of bonk event happened, I went from 7 to 8k. Was that the infinity pool last time? It was similar to that, right? But yeah, it's going to be amazing for leveling. So wait, this gives EXP, and there's another thing. Happy Playtime also gives EXP, right? But it also gives... Oh damn, but it also gives points. But I feel like I should put it here. Because they're EXP, so they're kind of like put together. Okay, next one. Click Momentree. Okay, 101 above. There's a lot of stuff going on this event. Holy guacamole. Defeating enemies near your level while the skill is active fills up the film gauge. Wait, when does this start? Ah, third floor plus. Okay. Okay, to be fair though, last events when stuff like this was going on, they just give us like part 1 of this stuff, and then it's like, oh, and then new stuff comes out later. This stuff they're saying, oh, it's always active, but it just only activates once you get to a certain floor of the tree, or basically a certain tier of this overarching skill, which makes sense. Like it's always there, but you just can't always access it. Every time you defeat facing enemies, 1 slot of film gauge fills up, and 1 memory token is automatically given. Enemies in your level within 20 levels. Yeah. The conditions under which click Momentree does not activate are as follows. The same thing. Basically, just a level up of the existing skill, right? Writh and Ellie appear and attack nearby monsters 4 times, 20 tokens, and 20 tokens as well. Okay. So this is... I could put this one here. Click. Oh, yeah. Because I cut out whatever was here, completely changed the... the value of that square, please. Apply, boom. There we go. And this is also going to give points, so that's also going to be boldened. Sorry, tokens. Fever time begins when all 10 slots are filled. Yeah, so it's very similar to the other ones. There's an upgrade of the other skill essentially. Puzzle game. Ooh, mini games. Pause champ. Wait, how many more are there? And Piggy Bank Lucky. Oh no, that's 1 extra. Okay, I hope that's kind of a different event so that we don't have to mess up our whole setup here. Puzzle game. Nostalgic puzzle game is a cooperative minigame in which at least 1 to 3 players need to complete a total of 3 puzzles within a limited time. Oh, just puzzle pieces, right? Talk to to receive 200 memory token X1 coupon as a reward for each puzzle game. You can receive rewards up to 4 times per world during a week. You can participate in the puzzle game an unlimited number of times. However, if you participate more than 4 times, rewards will be provided only up to 4 times. Memory tokens will be given in batches of at least 200, and you can... Oh, okay, it's another bonus. Puzzle, what's it called? Puzzle time? Puzzle game. Puzzle game. Oh, make it a little fatter. There you go. So this one is also going to be italic. Okay. So defeat moles in puzzle game is going to be weekly bonus over the daily cap of the characters. And the daily cap is going to come from Maple Momentree, Click Momentree, Happy Playtime skills. Okay. So up to 800 extra resets with the weekly reset again. Scattered puzzle pieces. I'm pretty sure it's just like the standard one, right? Where you see, yeah, you just have the puzzle pieces on the side, you just grab them and put them in the right spot, and then boom. So this one in the previous events would give you a lot of EXP. So instead now it doesn't seem to give any EXP, but it's going to give you up to 800 memory tokens per week bonus on top of your daily cap for character. Can you use it for the bonks? Oh yeah, that's true, yeah. You could definitely use this for the bonks because it wouldn't require training or damage on the character specifically. You just have to do the minigame. And you can do it on characters over level 101. So a level 141 character could perfectly go in here and do that. Per character? You have unlimited entries, but the 200 token thing you can get 4 times per world per week. So you can get them all in one day immediately, or you could spread it throughout the week, whatever you want to do. If you complete up to stage 3 within time limit, the game ends automatically. If you leave early, blah, blah, don't AFK, that kind of stuff. And then there's a hidden mission. Ooh. Puzzle with Rith and Ellie chair coupon. Complete the hidden mission to receive the following. Wait, hidden mission, complete the hidden mission. What is the hidden mission? Let's read. What is the hidden mission? If you play the game 3 times, fully completing all 3 stages, you can talk to Ellie and then talk... Oh, just 3 times. Okay, well, there's your hidden mission. Not so hidden anymore. You're welcome. Piggy Bank Lucky. Songs? No. May 31st until June 13th. Oh, that's perfect. I had to make a new column for it anyway. This one. Dude, perfectly balanced as all things should be. There we go. Piggy... What was it? Piggy Bank Lucky? Piggy... Bank Lucky. I'll just... Oh no, it can be one word. Okay, well... Oh, never mind. Haha, got him. Insert... Number 10. Number 10? Ugh. Level 101 and above as well. What is this? Is this bonus? Is this bonus login extra at the end? With a character who has collected all that can be obtained daily, which is technically not correct. Click the Memory Piggy Bank Lucky UI and then press the Claim Reward button to obtain additional memory tokens that match the completion date. Nice. So it's like bonus extra at the end, so you can just Piggy... Lucky? Oh, is there no such event in this one? Wait, here they have, after successfully completing all 3 stages and finishing the minigame at least 1 time, you can claim the reward of 1,000. This can be claimed once per world. After you receive this reward, you continue to play the minigame, but you will not gain... Wait, so the puzzle game? Oh, the puzzle game was only 4 days in Korea, and it just gives you 1,000 one time. But instead, we get it the whole event, and we get it 800 per week. So we're getting access to way more memory tokens with this than Korea did. And it doesn't seem like Korea is getting the bonus numbers at the end either that we are getting. There's no lucky piggy bank thingy here by the looks of it. Puzzle is 101 plus, yeah. Yeah, it's not 200 plus. It's not like a lot of EXP. It's just tokens access. And the chair. Wait, did he do the thing at the top here? Yeah, this is before he made the clickable thing. Yeah, oh wow, we're getting way more tokens than Korea did, guys. Damn. The time disparity? What, was it 7 weeks here? Oh shit, I have to go back down now to see the time. April 21st to June 15th. That's even short. That's 4 weeks. Hang on. All of their stuff, they actually ran for 4 weeks, and ours is 6 weeks. We're getting way more weeks. Dolphin isn't right away. No, the Dolphin is right away, but you have to be on a higher floor. April, May, June. Oh, you're right, you're right. Okay, so it was 8 weeks? Wait. Wait, they had this long of an anniversary event? Oh, wow, that's actually really long. Usually it's 6 to 7, so this was an 8-week event. I'm totally forgetting about May, yeah. Yeah, this is 8 weeks. Okay, yeah, that makes sense then. But 2 weeks less, but yeah, it probably maths out to around the same. 7 weeks? Was it? Now I'm gonna have to check. Isn't a month 4 plus, and you have 2 at the end, and more than 1 in the beginning? Nah, April 21st to June 15th. There's no way. April 21st. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is 8 weeks. TS. Okay. Okay, yeah, so we have 2 weeks less, and that's why we're getting the bonus at the end and the extra ones for the... So the Piggy Bank. Piggy Bank Lucky is also bonus, so we are also highlighting this one as... Boom. There we go. So we got 3 italics for bonus per account. This one needs to be squished together. There we go. This one can be removed, I think, right? Or do we have anything else extra? Cash into inventory, Spell Trace Fever Time. Yeah, I don't put Spell Trace Fever Time on an event calendar because Reboot, you know. It's only like a 3-day set anyway. Okay, so I think we are good here. Except for these 2 things. Inactive guild removal, as mentioned in the web post a while ago. You can check that out here. Basically, they want old guilds, but you have to be dormant for quite a while, since May. Basically, dormant for 3 years. And you have to be no one logged into the guild at all. During the May 3rd patch, guilds classified as inactive will be deleted. The criteria for being classified as an active guild or being deleted are as follows. Guilds that have not had any members log on after May 2nd, 2020 at 12 a.m. So that's not even criteria, there's just one criterion. Leaders of guilds that have been classified as inactive and have been deleted will receive a separate notice. If a guild to which the alliance leader belongs is classified as an inactive guild, the guild will not be deleted. Based. And then bug fixes. Fix the issue where the wild crocodile swamp was not being highlighted in the quest details for examine the hut in the swamp. Okay, as you can tell, these are insanely important fixes. Fix issues that the dialogue for the quest Operation Free Halicium correctly references Piston. Okay, whoever wrote this one should write all the patch notes instead. Fix the issue so that the dialogue for the quest Operation Free Halicium correctly references Piston. Okay. Most of the time, they're mentioned. Like fixed or fixed the issue or fixed where this was going wrong. No, fixed it so that now it's doing this. If you can't tell the difference, then don't worry about it. But I think that's a consistent difference. Okay, good difference. Admin fixes text updated to fit within all descriptions for the Soul Collector. Sure. Red Lantern chairs description. These are not important. The description for Premium Water of Life says how long it revives pets. 4. Right? Should I have a 4 at the end or no? Am I high? I might be high. Description of Orcaroid has been updated to say it has shop access. Nice. You don't think so? If you say how long you revive pets, is like how long you can use the item. If he says how long you revive pets for, is when you use it, how long does the effect last? It's two different things that you're referring to. It's like how long do you work here? Or how long have you worked here for? Kind of thing. It's like how long do you work here is like how long is your work day going to be, and how long before is like what's your working history with this company kind of thing, right? I think you're technically referring to a different thing by omitting that word, I think. But maybe not. Description of hardened piece of steel correctly refers to muta. Okay, these are all just very, very minor things. I don't think there's anything crazy in here. There's just like small fixes that they copy pasted over from Korea. Same but different, yeah, sure. Fix an issue where taking damage with the thick brow face equipped would cause crashes. Okay, that's maybe not so small of a thing. That's probably good. The graphics of multiple damage skins appear correctly. It would be cool. It would be the first update in a row of 4 updates where releasing the update would not destroy the cache, the damage skins potentially, so keep an eye on that. So here, can you give us the highlights at the end? Sure thing, bro. For all the people with goldfish attention spans, I got everything. People who don't need the nuance, just need the bullet points, I got you, okay? Brow too thick, it crashes the game. Yep, thick brows. NPC bug fixes. NPC appears during cutscene. Okay, hidden ghost shrine. Literally, no one cares. There was a Hayato in the hidden ghost shrine. To be fair, it served no purpose, but I guess now he's gone. I don't know what's the purpose of removing that NPC if he doesn't do anything there. Or is this the start of removing all Hayatos from the game? Tinfoil hats on. Monster bug fixes. Soaring Eagle 1 has its intended hitbox during attack 1. Black Knight has its intended hitboxes during attack 1. Maybe all things should always have their intended hitboxes. How about that? Fragmented Golem has its intended hitboxes when bound or knocked back. Nice. Fiction issue where characters and monsters in Lucan's Memories Krakian Jungle were able to move outside the visible map. Well, that's very interesting. UI bug fixes. Surname before text and Grand name matches text from the surname quest. Amazing. Skill bug fixes. Okay, these are important. Phantom's skill final cut now functions as intended when used repeatedly. Zero's skill, Blade Tempest, and Advanced Blade Tempest are renamed to Wheelwind and Advanced Wheelwind. Wah wah wee wah. Zero fixes. Marksman skill, Surge Bolt, can no longer be used repeatedly regardless of ping rate. Yo, I'm gonna be real. Since the first day that this skill came out, sometimes it just randomly resets cooldown, and you can use it like 2 or 3 times sometimes. So I guess better late than never. What is this, like 3 years into the skill existing? Kana's Belflower Barrier skill description has been adjusted to be more accurate. Various skills were fixed to correctly avoid versus Hillas. Red String Pattern. Wait. Various skills. Wait, which ones? Which ones? Also, it's not versus Hilla. It's versus Hilla. But this is a very easy thing to mistype if you're typing like a million words and it will not be red underlined because it's also an actual word, and this is very easy to read over. Thunderbreaker's Sea Wave skill now only outputs 1 skill effect, and Blaster's Rolling Blaster skill deals damage the appropriate number of times. RIP. Is it lower or higher than now? No idea. It's just going to be the appropriate number. Zero's Chrono Break skill now states a 10-second binding time in the description. Nice. Issue with the cooldown of Kana's Ghost, Yaksha, Great Oni, Lord, Legion skill. That is a mouthful. Let's say that again. Kana's Ghost, Yaksha, Great Oni, Lord, Legion skill decreased abnormally during certain situations has been fixed. Huh. An issue where Kurama's Claw skill could be used on some mobs and other special maps event memorable has been fixed. Finally. Wow. The things you have to, the lengths you have to go through to make sure that people don't cheat in the game. You can't rely on people's morality, sadly. Other fixes. Catch-up effects will now persist between login sessions for Angelic Buster characters. Okay. Reference to Auction House has been removed from the text when leveling Kinesis to 89 on Reboot servers. Wait, level 89 Kinesis got a mention of the auction? That's so random. This is like something that someone reported and they were like, oh, that's weird. Let's just fix that. But probably it was in there for years. Making sure that the timer is unaffected when using Alt-Tab in full screen mode, dying during a boss fight. Fix an issue so that the timer is unaffected when using Alt-Tab in full screen mode, dying during... I think the dying there is extra. Does that need to be in a sentence? It's just full screen mode during a boss fight? No? I think the dying was accidentally... I think it autocorrected dying. It was like, no, I need during. And then the dying wasn't deleted. That's what it looks like. But maybe not. But the sentence feels a little weird like this. But I guess alt-tabbing, regardless of what you were doing during a boss fight, might affect your... I mean, it takes a while to transition, right? When you guys alt-enter, it takes like a few seconds to switch, no? His friends pop up leveling when talk to you. Oh, I see. I'll try to update it soonish, Corn Guy, yeah. Okay. And then when changing the camera scale in cutscene mode, etc., the character's eyes are displayed normally. Thank God. Cube fragments obtained from glowing changed to cube pieces. The functionality remains the same. Yeah, just throw them all together. Okay. So not too much crazy stuff going on there. All right. So the entire event. It seems like it's very cleanly. Thank you for all the. Oh, thank you, Mel. Thank you well. thank you as well. So this is the event that we are looking at, right? Meow. All right. Full patch notes. Click Maple Momentree. Click this. Boom. Look at that. Oh my God. Patch notes. Amazing, right? Sunny Sundays. Click. Oh my God. Look at all the Sunny Sundays. Look at what all of them give. Cool. The important Sunny Sundays are highlighted in bold. This is 30% off, and I believe one of these two is an Indurability reroll as well. And this one is a 5, 10, 15. The other ones are just like a little bit of EXP, you know, Portal, EXP, stuff like that. Nothing super important. IMO. So, Golden Fairy Bros giveaway is going all the way until the Savior patch, which is going to be June 14th. And all of this stuff is ending 1 minute before June 14th, so June 13th, 23:59 UTC, except for the shops. They're going to close on June 18th, which should be the Sunday directly following the end of the events. So you have a little bit more time to spend your coins if you can't play during the last few days or something like that. We went over the shops, basically Meso shops, everything looks pretty expensive. Fairy Heart in there for 4 bill. The token shop has a lot of cool stuff, and there's going to be quite a large amount of tokens that you can get. So definitely look at the shops first, see which items you want. Based on which items you want and how many characters you want them on, decide how many characters you need to cap on. Personally, I think it's not that important to hardcore cap on characters. Just play characters a decent amount every day. If you get like 180 coins or you get like 200 coins, that's whatever. But some things, like the growth journal, are going to be connected to capping on at least one character. So make sure that whatever character you're doing symbol dailies on, you eventually do cap on, and you cap by having the happy playtime, and then later the click Momentree skill that kills monsters near your level, has like an effect, kills monsters, blah de blah, that gives you your daily points, your tokens. If you kept your tokens with the growth journal, you can talk to the NPCs. That gives you a point in basically towards upgrading your reward tier of your Maple Momentree, and then you can get to higher floors by having more conversations completed. Higher floors give you access to more of the other events later when they unlock. So having one character at least a day that caps is important. And then also gives you access to skill points that you can use to build up a skill with whatever stats that you want, so that you can have them buff all of the characters in your account. Basically, that's this. So this is the skill. That's what it's going to look like. This is the UI for the skill. Pretty obnoxious, but hopefully it's not too big on your screen. And then this is the main UI. So this is where you're building up the Maple Momentree, building up towards the next rewards. And then this is the skill points where you can put them in. And then if you cap out in the top of the Maple Momentree here, it looks like a cake, but maybe they'll make it a form of a tree. Then you can get the medal, which is going to be 18 all stats, 7 weapon, magic attack. Pretty decent stats. I would probably still like the 7-day monster parker better for the ID, of course, but if you're mainly going to be grinding or something, it might actually be some extra stat for that. So again, this is where your tokens come from. Your daily cap tokens come from these 3 things, and then these things that are in italicized, they will give you extra weekly tokens, but those are just per account, so you have to pick which character you want to do that on. So defeat moles is basically your Punch King with chair rewards for high numbers, and also weekly extra tokens based on the top score of 5 of your characters combined. Puzzle game is going to be similar to the old events mini games, where we usually get a lot of EXP. In this sense, we don't get this time around. We don't get EXP, but you can get a bunch of extra tokens per week, up to 800 per week. So if you're trying to level up low-level characters in the Dolphin Fountain event, which is basically bonking your character, and every 10 bonks you can get a bonus. Puzzle game is going to be easy way of not having to train and not needing EXP, not needing damage to be able to get free tokens on your character and be able to bonk them, basically. Piggy Bank Lucky is like an event at the end where you can get bonus for the people who cap on the daily tokens per character. You can get some extra bonus in the last 2 weeks. And I think that is everything. Yeah, and then the last 2 weeks, the last 1 week, but it's June 7th to 14th, so it kind of looks like it's 2 weeks, but it starts in this week and then ends right before the maintenance. Before the saver patch, you'll have a cash shop transfer event where you just go into cash shop, everything that you can put in there, you can right click, send it to another character in your account, and it'll appear in the other character's cash shop inventory. And that's essentially the whole event. So some of these things here will only be available at a higher floor of the Maple Momentree. So the foundation is really cap at least on 1 character per day and do the growth journal, and then that'll unlock more and more things within the event so that you can access them ASAP. Savior will have more stuff. Yeah, no, it feels like a lot reading through all of it, but now running it down like this, it's actually pretty manageable. Savior is going to be way more complicated. Yeah, it's going to have its whole list of mini games that change every week, with a whole bunch of rewards connected to it. You can be able to buy items from a whole lot of different updates prior, so it's going to be a lot. But it gives a little node stones because they're too valuable. Rip Chroma skill. It was never intended for that in the first place, so that's totally fine. Can I send cash items from normal servers to Reboot? No, has to be within the same server. So my kinesis to share cash up with anyone at all? Well, for 1 week it will. Did he cap on my Night Ward, but I can't get any EXP as I don't want him to level. He's prepped for a hyperburn. Oh, if you get around 3 levels, then you just get 1 level less on a hyperburn, right? Or, train on monsters the lowest level possible. It has to be within 20 levels, right? So just train on monsters 20 levels below you. You'll barely get any EXP there. Plus, you'll also be able to kill them very quickly. Or die first, yeah. Die first and then kill mobs, so you get like minus EXP for the kills, true. There are ways around it. Predictions for New Age. We could talk about that for a little bit, but I actually have to go to the bathroom. But yeah, so this is the full breakdown of the events at this point. They're upcoming after the patch. Read up on this. Check !events for this event calendar. As always, I keep this up to date, so you can find it in there.